You know what really kills most businesses? Not a lack of leads, not advertising. It's the follow up. Think about it. You get a call while you're busy, you miss it, and you tell yourself, I'll get back to them tomorrow. But tomorrow turns into a week. And by then, your competitor has already closed the deal, or kind of worse, the customer's changed his mind. Here's the wild stat. If you could just respond to a lead within 5 minutes, you're 21 times more likely to convert them. 21 more times. And yet, almost nobody does it. Not because they don't care, but because they're human. They're tired, they're struggling and juggling 100 things at once. So that's the gap. The tiny little window where leads slip away is exactly where AI changes the game. So, what's the big picture? Now, you might have noticed something. The hype around AI has cooled. The headlines aren't screaming like they used to. Some people are even saying AI is slowing down. The excitement's over. But the truth, this isn't the end of AI. It's the beginning of the AI small business revolution. Because while public chatter cools, enterprises are quietly pouring billions into AI. The IDC projects global AI spending to hit over $300 billion next year and more than $600 billion by 2028. You see, when the big guys go quiet, they're not giving up, they're building. And that's your opening. You don't need their budget, you just need their playbook at a fraction of the cost. So, how are the big guys doing it then? What does a smart AI strategy actually look like for small businesses? I think it comes down to these 5 things. Speed. Every lead gets an instant reply. Consistency. Conversations don't die after the first touch. Scalability. You can handle hundreds or thousands of leads without adding staff. Personalization. Every message feels human, not canned. Governance. Because trust and compliance matter more than ever. If you anchor your business around those 5, AI stops being a gimmick and starts being a competitive advantage. Let me give you an example. Maria runs a catering business. She's used to missed calls all the time. Hands deep in dough, ovens running, chaos in the kitchen. Every missed call was money gone. Now, AI picks up instantly. It sends her menus, it schedules tastings, it fills her calendar weeks in advance. Her problem wasn't demand. It was the gap between the lead coming in and the ability to respond. AI closed that gap. That's speed and consistency in action. Here's another. Justin, an ER nurse, 12-hour shifts, constantly on his feet. He thought real estate investing was out of reach for him because he couldn't stay on top of calls and leads. Now, while he's literally saving lives, AI is qualifying, booking appointments, and keeping his pipeline alive. He's growing a portfolio he never thought he could have because AI gave him scalability. And then there's Chloe, a jewelry designer. She used to hop on Instagram and hope that her Instagram likes and DMs turn into sales. But hope isn't a strategy. Now, AI turns every like, every DM into a tracked conversation. It logs them into her CRM, it sends her personalized emails, it even drops payment links. Her summer collection sold out in just 48 hours. That's personalization at scale. But here's the warning. AI is not magic. Used wrong, it fails. Big time. Ever heard of Commonwealth Bank in Australia? They tried to replace staff entirely with a voice bot. It flopped bad. They had to rehire everyone and rebuild their reputation. Or look at Europe, where the AI Act now requires transparency and human oversight. The lesson is clear. AI without empathy, without human leadership, is a recipe for disaster. That's why I say AI isn't here to replace you, it's here to amplify you. Think teammate, not takeover. And that's governance. So, zooming out, This is where the shift gets really exciting. We've gone from AI as a co-pilot to AI as autopilot. Not just answering questions, but running workflows, follow-ups that never tire, schedules that fill themselves, and pipelines that self-update. This isn't hype anymore. This is infrastructure. And businesses that adopt it responsibly are going to win. So picture two futures. In one, you're juggling a dozen tools, missing calls, stressing over leads that go cold. In the other, you wake up to appointments booked overnight, payments processed, and conversations handled while you sleep. Which one sounds better? Here's the best part. You don't need a massive budget or a tech stack that costs thousands a month. You don't need 7 different subscriptions. Today, you have everything you need under one roof. Email, text, phone, websites, scheduling, payments, reviews, just to name a few, for less than what most people pay for an entire single software tool. So the question isn't if you'll use AI in your business, it's whether you'll do it now or wait until your competitor already has. You see, AI isn't dead. It's just getting started. And for small businesses, it's finally your turn to compete like the big players.